Wide, starting to move down on our backs. Allowing our knees to fall open with gravity. Allowing our shoulders to fall open with gravity as well. Starting to connect with the breath. Breathing into a 4 count. Holding to a 4 count. And exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And then exhale in the opposite direction from the tops of your throats, down through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, perhaps place your right hands on your bellies and your left hands on your hearts to track the breath as it moves through your body. And let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow your breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any area of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. Seal that intention with one deep inhale and one deep exhale. Good job. Inhale those knees and arms to center. Exhale as you roll over onto your right side in the fetal position. Remain here for a few breaths. And then using the strength of your arms push yourselves up, release the block, release the bolster, but keep them handy. Roll back onto your backs, draw your knees in, rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. Inhale first. Exhale as you release that right leg. Flex your feet. Inhale that left arm up overhead. And exhale as you push your knee over to the right as far as you can. Whole body twist, dragging your shoulders back and down. Again, you can stay here if you'd like to. Or inhale first, and then exhale as you bend that right knee, grabbing onto your toes or your ankle. Again, drag those shoulders back and down. Inhale first. And exhale if you'd like to, extending that left leg. And again, maybe hold on to your toes, your calf, your thigh, wherever you are is perfect. Again, dragging those shoulders back and down, opening up your hearts as you do. Breathing in and out. Again, it's always possible to use a strap if you have one. You can use two straps in this asana, this position. Holding on to both ankles with your straps if it's too difficult to grab on. You can also use a block on your right side or a bolster for your leg. Let's take two more deep breaths here, in and out. Then slowly inhale as you drag those knees to center. Draw them in for a hug. And exhale as you extend that left leg down. Keep your feet flexed. Shoulders are back and down. Inhale that right arm up overhead. And exhale as you push your right knee all the way to the left. Look over that right shoulder and breathe. Again, you could stay here or inhale first. And exhale as you bend that left knee, grabbing onto your left toes or your left ankle. Dragging those shoulders back and down, opening your hearts. You can stay here or inhale first. And exhale as you extend that right leg again, holding on to your right thigh, your right calf, or your right ankle. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, adjusting yourselves so that your shoulders come back and down towards the mat. Breathing in and out. Again, you can have a bolster or a block underneath that right leg. We're dragging that right hip back and down as well. Last night, it was incredible. About maybe 11 or so, there was an incredible light show. It went on for about a half an hour of lightning that you couldn't hear. It was just very, very faint behind the clouds. And it reminded me of when we lived in India. We had a house that had a terrace on the whole roof of the house. So we would go up there all the time. We had a winding staircase that went up to the roof, and we used to sit up there during monsoon season and watch the light show behind the clouds, which was always incredible. I mean, it looked like there were people having fun behind the clouds. And my dad said, this is how gods were created, from seeing these light shows behind the clouds. And anyway, it looked the same way, and I wish that I could have taken a better video. It wasn't very good, the one that I took, but it just was every few seconds you would see these bursts of light. It was so beautiful. I'm going to ask at the end of class if anybody else was up to see this last night. Always so fun during monsoon here for us to get the rain when we do. Slowly inhale back to center, draw those knees in, rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. And then place the soles of your feet on the mat. Inhale first as you wrap your fingers around that left thigh, interlace them. Exhale as you extend that left leg, dragging your shoulders back and down, flexing your foot, breathing in and out. We also saw a really fun movie last night with Valérie Lemercier, who was in Les Visiteurs, as well as, what is his name? Frank Dubosc, I believe his name is, and he's so funny, such a cutie. And it's called Welcome Aboard. And if you guys want to see the most touching, adorable French movie that's obviously subtitled, you should watch this. They might also have it dubbed, I'm not sure. But it's just so cute. It's a cruise that takes place in the Caribbean. And it's such a feel-good movie. And I used to always think that French movies always had to end in an unhappy way, but this one was wonderful. I also saw a movie, we saw two movies last night, with Sophie Marceau. And if anybody saw La Boum back when I was really young, back in 1978, I believe, when I was studying in France at a high school there, this movie came out that was iconic called La Boum, which means the party. And Sophie Marceau was my age back then, and it was just so much fun. But this is about her being a mom and having a daughter who's her age back when she did this movie. It takes place in Paris, and it's adorable. And all these kids go to England to stay with host families. Reminds me of Cyril doing the same thing, staying with a host family, or me staying with a host family when I lived in France in high school. Anyway, both of them are just so much fun. I can't stop thinking about them. It's really nice to be able to see things that make you happy these days, obviously. So if you're looking for something fun to watch, those two are really good. I'm going to have to find out what the Sophie Marceau movie, the title of it. But the other one is Welcome Aboard in English, Bienvenue à bord. Let's take two more deep breaths here, in and out. And then slowly inhale and exhale as you allow your leg to fall open with gravity. Allowing that right hand to fall down to the right. Breathing in and out. Really is adorable. The second movie with Sophie Marceau. At the end of it, it says based on a true story or something like that. And Sunil said, that's everybody's story. It was his story. It was my story. It was everyone's story. So cute, just the way that things happen in high school. And as I say, the cruise is so much fun. Makes me want to go on a cruise, although I don't like cruises very much, but it was a lot of fun. And Frank, I think his name is Den Bosch. I think that's his last name. He is so adorable. He's got the most beautiful blue eyes I've ever seen in an actor. And he's bumbling and silly and very lighthearted, and it's just a really fun movie. Our lives have changed since we've gone completely to Roku. It's amazing. Instead of having satellite, which we paid $159, I think, a month for, this is so much more fun, and we get things from all over the world. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, in and out. One more time, inhale. Then slowly inhale to center as you extend that right leg. Grab onto your left foot with your right hand. Allow that left hand to fall down with gravity. And exhale over to the right as far as possible. Look over your left shoulder. And again, drag your shoulders back and down as much as possible. Be using a block or a bolster underneath that left leg if you'd like to. When I was an exchange student in France, everyone in my family came up to my shoulders. I was so much taller than everyone. And they were both professors. The mom and dad were. But I kind of felt like the ugly duckling of the family. It was really an interesting situation. But it sure did help me learn how to speak French living with them in Les Sables d'Olonne, which is in Bretagne in Brittany, and on the coast. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, in and out. Then slowly inhale back to center. Exhale as you draw your knees in, rock back and forth. Then place the soles of your feet on the mat. Inhale as you wrap your hands around that right thigh. Exhale as you extend your leg, dragging your shoulders back and down. And again, if this is in your practice, you're welcome to grab onto your toes as well, dragging your leg even closer. One of the things about living with the family was that they ate everything. They ate coarse. They wanted me to try it, and rabbit, which I'd never tried before, never wanted to. I was a vegetarian. I'd been living in India for several years, so we didn't have meat, and I was pretty much against eating meat. And they also ate things that were alive. They had one time they brought a bowl out and sat it on the table, and it had all of these kind of like little snails that were attached to the bowl, and he took them out and they were eating them out of the shells. And it's funny because Cyril said, I've never heard of anybody doing that in France. That must have been something that was completely regional. And anyway, it was always a little difficult because we had to finish everything that was on our plate before they would serve the next course. And I know that they were being so kind to show me all the specialties of the region, but and one time they served pizza, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is so exciting. There's something that I can eat, and I know I'll love this. And they had put kidneys on the pizza, and I thought it was mushrooms. So it was kind of a culture shock for me. But they were very kind, very, very kind. Some of the nicest people. And it was nice to be able to live with another family and learn about the way that they lived. And she came back and lived with us in Chapel Hill, North Carolina as well after. That was also culture shock. Let's inhale slowly as you allow that left hand to fall down with gravity. Exhale as you allow your right leg to open with gravity. Shoulders are back and down. Breathing in and out. And one other thing about living there was that we lived pretty far from town. And the way that I got in to school was that they had a bicycle. She had a moped. They had a bicycle, and I had to hold on to her shoulder to be able to get into school, which I knew my parents would kill me if they knew I was doing that, but it was the only way that I could get there. Very, very dangerous and very cold during the winter months as well. But again, it was very different living there from the way I had been raised. I remember one other thing about living there that was always so amazing to me is that as you arrived at a party, he would always have to kiss everyone 4 times on the cheek. So it was twice on either side, which is different from Montpellier, which is 3. And in Paris, it's 2, I believe. And so it's different in different regions of France. But by the time that you said hello to everybody, spent a little time, then you had to get ready to say goodbye. And it's interesting because if you didn't say goodbye, if you didn't do that, they would say it was filer à l'anglaise, which means leave the party like an English person by not kissing on the cheeks the way that they did, which I always thought was so interesting. So fun to learn about other cultures. Let's take two more deep breaths here, in and out. And then slowly inhale as you draw that leg to center. Grab on with your left hand. Allow that right hand to fall down to the mat with gravity. Extend that left leg. And exhale as you draw that left leg over to the right. Dragging your hips back and down, shoulders back and down. And again, you can use a block or a bolster under that right leg if you'd like to. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, in and out. Then slowly inhale as you draw those knees to center. Rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Then place the soles of your feet as wide as the mat, arms are out east and west. Inhale first. Exhale as you allow your knees to fall down to the left. And again, today, just go ahead and place that left foot on your right thigh if this is in your practice. We're in windshield wipers. Look off to the right, breathing in and out. Let's slowly release that left foot. Inhale your knees back to center and exhale down to the right. Place that right foot on your left thigh if this is in your practice and look off to the left in windshield wipers. Again, we're opening our hips, opening our thighs as we do. Breathing in and out. Slowly release that right foot. Inhale those knees back to center and draw your knees in for a hug. Grab opposite elbows, rock back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. And then place your hands behind your thighs, spinal rolls, from shoulder to tailbone and back again. And again, we're going to do 3 or 4 of these. Before arriving at the tops of our mats in Sukhasana, simple seated pose. Good job. And while we're here, we're first going to place our hands on our knees. Close our eyes. Feel that your crown is just above your root chakra. And then start to gently rotate to the right with your eyes closed in a circle. Again, hold on to your knees. Imagine that white light rising from your root chakra to your sacral, to your solar plexus, to your heart, to your throat, to your third eye, and to your crown chakra. Allowing that white light to rise through each chakra and then having it shoot out from the tops of your heads once you get up to your crown chakra. As you move forward, breathe out. As you move back, breathe in. And again, imagine yourself like satellite dishes, moving as far forward as you can ultimately, but don't go too far back. Keep your neck safe. And again, these are Kundalini circles, moving our spines in 6 different directions as we do, opening them up. Keep moving forward until you feel as though you can almost touch your chins to the mats in front of you. And then start to move inward. Smaller circles. Keep breathing. Your breath is your power. Until you get to center and gently stop. We'll be going the opposite direction, small circles at first to the left, allowing those circles to get bigger and bigger as you move outward. And remember the breath, breathing out as you move forward. Breathing in as you move backward. Imagining that white light rising through each chakra. until you can almost touch your chins to the mats in front of you. And then slowly start moving back towards center. Smaller and smaller circles. Until you finally arrive at center. Good job, and stop. Place your hands on the mat, roll up into table. And again, in table, our shoulders are above our wrists. Our hips are above our knees. And if we look between our legs, we shouldn't see our feet. Inhale first. To cow, drag your spines down. Look up towards the ceiling. And exhale. To cat, dragging our spines up, gazing at our navel. Inhale. To cow. Looking up towards the ceiling, dragging those spines down as much as possible. And exhale. Cat, good job. Curl your toes under. Inhale first and exhale back to down dog. And again, in down dog, drawing your chest as close to your thighs as possible. Flattening out your backs, lifting your tailbones up towards the heavens. Again, dragging those shoulders back and down, meaning towards the heavens, because you're dragging them back and down your back in Ardha Loka Shavasana. Down dog. Good job. Look towards the front of the mat. Inhale that right leg all the way up. Three-legged dog split. And exhale as you drag that right foot up to the top left of your mat. Right knee down, left knee down. Left top of foot down. Inhale as you walk your hands back. And exhale as you walk them forward. Coming down onto that left cheek if this is in your practice. Breathing in and out. You can be on your left cheek. You can be on your right cheek. You can be on your elbows. Wherever you are is perfect. Opening up that right hip. Releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Breathing in and out. In resting pigeon. Slowly inhale as you walk those hands back again, coming up on that right hip. Swing your left leg all the way around. Left foot is parallel to your right thigh. Bring that right foot in and your right elbow in. Inhale that left arm up and around. Find your right hip crease. Possibly take a bind if this is in your practice. In the Mariandrasana twist. Again, breathing in and out, dragging your shoulders back and down as you do. And smile. It's Tuesday. Inhale back to center, stretch out your legs and shake them out. Come up to the tops of your mats in Malasana, Yogi Squat. Placing the backs of your biceps behind or just below your knees. All four corners of your feet are growing into the earth. Inhale from your root chakra all the way up to your crown chakra and exhale down again. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Place your hands on the mat. Inhale halfway up to Ardha. Take a giant step back with your right foot and walk your left foot all the way across. Left knee down, right top of foot down. Inhale as you walk your hands back. Exhale as you walk your hands forward, coming down onto your right cheek this time, or your left, or your elbows, or your backs. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, we're opening up that left hip this time, releasing any unwanted emotions that you may be storing there. Breathing in and out. In resting pigeon. Slowly inhale as you walk those hands back again, coming up on that left hip. Swing your right leg all the way around. Right foot is parallel to your left thigh. Bring that left foot in and that left elbow in. Inhale that right arm up and around. Find your left hip crease and breathe. Again, maybe take a bind if this is in your practice. In the Mariandrasana twist. Inhale back to center. Extend your legs and shake them out. Bend your knees. Arms are out on either side of your knees. Inhale first. Exhale, inch by inch, down to the mat. And when you get there, draw those knees in for a much deserved hug. Rock back and forth. Massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Take your block in hand. Inhale as you push into the mat with your heels. Pushing your hips up. Placing the block underneath your sacrum on the highest, middle, or lowest level. Wherever you are is perfect. Again, you can stay here. You can walk your feet out. Draw those arms overhead if you'd like to. Wherever you are is perfect. Draw those arms back overhead. Walk your feet in. Inhale as you push your hips up, placing the block on the mat. Exhale down. Inhale those legs up overhead. Flex your feet again. In legs straight up. This is a supported leg straight up. Breathing in and out. Allowing the circulation to come back down to our vital organs, back down to our brains. Slowly bend your knees. Place the heels of your feet just below your sit bones. Inhale as you push your hips up, releasing the block, and exhale down. Draw those knees in for a hug. Cross that right leg over left. Wrap your feet, arms are out east and west. Inhale first. Exhale down to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Full body twist. Inhale back to center, unwrap, unwind, give yourselves a hug. Then cross that left leg over right, wrap your feet, arms out east and west. Inhale first, and exhale down to the right. Look over that left shoulder and breathe. Slowly inhale back to center, unwrap, unwind, give yourselves a hug. Good job. Inhale through your noses, side out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as wide as the mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso, palms are up to receive, down to ground, starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos, relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks. Relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start to bring movement back to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead, extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for one final compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position facing the front of the room. Legs are crossed. Hands are at Anjali Mudra. Heads are bowed in honor of your practices. From the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this beautiful Tuesday. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. It's great to see you today. I will definitely see you tomorrow. And again, if you have a chance to see those movies,